But like I said, I think that the walling with back air is going to be big. And if I think Samus being... The real question is how is it going to look when Samus is up above Luigi, and who's going to win that matchup there? Because Luigi's going to be looking for these up airs, but Samus, has that down air.
And right away we can see we're going to this Freean being so far in our first 10 seconds very much the aggressor, pushing Patriot in, trying to get him out, which makes sense.
Yeah,
we can see that Patriot.
Luigi is going to want to take center stage as much. Either of these characters are going to want to take center stage as much as possible because of the lack of airspeed for either of them.
Very hard for either of them to get in. We see Patriot slowly building up that charge shot. Freean finds the first real opening.
That was a really
which,
nice
second. A lot in this matchup isn't going to lead to much. And we can see that Samus up B. Yeah, we think of Luigi as being such a good character to break out of slightly incorrect pressure. Samus is too. Look right there, up air to up B.
Yeah, and I don't know, honestly, either of these guys, how much experience they have in these matchups. How much experience does Freean have in the Samus matchup? How much experience does Patriot have in the Luigi matchup?
That is the third up air in a row from Freean that Patriot has immediately upbeat out of and been successful.
Freean could have cleaned that up there, but just got barely clipped by upbeat. And this is going to be one of those things to watch: is can these guys can Freean hit these edge guards on Samus? Because that's going to be huge. If he can. Because Luigi's not the kind of character that really goes out and
good DI out, but another up B right away from Patriot. The charge shot right through the cabbages.
And that's all she wrote.
Patriot knows he's been seeing Freean throw those fireballs every time he's coming back and said, you know what? I got a big fireball.
And that's going to do it. That was harder to get through the fireball there, yeah.
Very nice, bouncing off that bottom of Dreamland. Classic Luigi move.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when you get here,
Patriot slowly building up that charge shot again.
Yeah,
honestly, this is a very cerebral matchup because you're not going to see those big combos. You're not going to see one opening lead to an explosive death most of the time.
Yeah, and honestly, so far it's feeling like Patriot's trying to find combo starters with things like up air, up B, but ooh, that was
nice. Comes up fast.
But the thing is that Luigi, has, because of his floatiness, it's a lot harder for him to get hit by up B and, there would be an easy follow-up.
You can see right there, Freean started to adapt a little bit, caught that up air, didn't chase it, didn't go for more, knew that Patriot could fly out, and Patriot kicking him right in the jaw.
I love it. I think Patriot was...
There it is, high enough percent now,
finally. I think Patriot was kind of hedging his bets, thinking that he may have missed the ledge there. Just did a kind of questionable up B from stage, and paid the price for it.
Nick, you want to press this one? Yep.
And you can see Freean just trying really hard to keep Samus from being in center stage, and he's really taking advantage of that. And now you can also see Patriot, another one of what he's doing. He's trying to get his charge shot built up, at least enough to try to get some,
enough to push through a fireball.
Not even that, but to allow enough shield stun to be able to run in and try to get a follow. He doesn't necessarily have to hit and get damage off of a charge shot, but he needs to find opportunities to get in, and Freean now not seeing that, not allowing it whatsoever.
Freean using his own projectiles to force Patriot's movement, to corral him, to keep him in the corner,
not allow him to
charging and prevent him from moving in, but gets a shield break, but Wispy not gonna push him off. Punish. Down air, back air.
Honestly,
classic.
Honestly, I would have liked to just have seen a charge shot.
Ooh, maybe a little bit comfortable in his ability to edge guard.
I don't know what that was, honestly. It felt like there was something there that Patriot was trying to do that he flubbed on, or Freean made his way around.
But it's absolutely
That's going to kill off the top with the
off the top, fairness. And as we can see in this matchup, if you look at the flow of the game, it's been a lot of Freean in the middle, pushing Patriot back, but not a lot of damage. It's okay. Being in the corner doesn't mean you lose. Just makes it harder. As we can see, Patriot has been taking advantage of these openings and is up in the game.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, the guy who wins center stage it does not necessarily win the game. It's like soccer. The team that wins possession does not necessarily win the game. But it is going to make it a lot, it's going to make it a lot easier, especially in certain situations. In soccer, as Freean cleans up that stock and pulls it down to 1-1. In soccer, a team that holds possession a lot, if that's the way that they're, conditioned to do it, and they get that possession, it's going to be much better for them. But some teams are not built necessarily to have possession. Some teams are built to counterattack or find their openings for goals in different ways. And that's exactly the same thing here with characters. Luigi is one of these characters in this matchup, at least, where it's better for him to try to hold center, hold possession.
Finds his way up being through again. Freean's been having such a hard time finding these edge guards. Patriot's really chewing through anything he tries to put out with these well-timed upbeats.
Yep, and that's exactly the thing. Patriot, Samus is finding different ways to get in.
That down B we were talking about just flips him.
Exactly, and as we said before the set, up B would not have hit there. And down B instead gets just high enough to get a strong enough hit to send him off the top. So Freean taking this game 1, and as a reminder, since this is winners finals, this is a 5-game set.
Buckle up.
So whoever is the first to 3 wins will make it to grand finals to face
another player. The same player again.
Potentially. The loser will face the winner of the set between Isildur and Mewtwo. But we are a long way from that. That game lasted over 6 minutes. We are in for potentially
players both saying it didn't feel like it. You can tell they're not feeling the time. They're very comfortable.
Well, I mean,
hanging out. They are both well experienced in having to be patient. Meaning Samus and Luigi.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not to correct that, really. Yeah, you are right. We are. Oh, it's someone you've met. This is
all right. So, and
he's a big fan of this man. Listens to
Patriot doing a good job of getting into center stage there. He just ran right in, was able to make a set.
It's edge guarding. We can see Freean has looked in control for much of the game, but a big difference that you're seeing. Freean's having trouble getting edge guard kills. He's finding up B kills just like that. He's finding down B.
But that's Luigi in a nutshell.
Exactly. Luigi can't edge guard as well, whereas Patriot is having trouble. Maybe not trouble, but it takes more time to find the opening, push Luigi off, but has done a very good job of keeping him off once he's off.
I kind of wish that we had something like Melee has, where we could see stats after the set. Because I would love to see who was winning neutral more often, and who was how much they were converting off of their openings. Because right now it feels like Freean is winning a lot more, but Patriot is making those conversions a lot better when he does win neutral.
Winning less often but stronger.
Right.
And as we can see, that last game Patriot was ahead until Freean did have a huge conversion, a big opening twice in a row.
Exactly.
And this could be dangerous, but Samus pops out of so much of what Luigi can do to the rest. And just I love the Cyclone.
I love that up B. I love that up B from Patriot. So we are starting remix 45 minutes after it was supposed to start here, but we still have a lot of vanilla tingles to go here, folks. So
it's true. And the remix that's happening, it is going to be pools to bracket. Don't worry, we will have remix on the stream.
Absolutely.
But first we have to chew through Luigi Samus winter finals.
And maybe even a Luigi Samus grand finals.
Anything is possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Patriot Smash 64.
Patriot is ahead, as we saw in game 1, has been pulling it ahead a little bit in these early games. Or early goings in the game. And slipping just off stage. Freean finally finding a nice clean conversion on edge guard, with Patriot making a little bit of an error. Slipping off just a little bit, but just enough to put it up on.
Yeah. It was an interesting falling air there from Samus. I kind of expected a down air. I don't know if there was a particular reason why he went with an air instead.
That sequence of hits might have been the most action-packed 4 hits back and forth we've seen this whole match.
Oh,
And hits him with
that.
the charge shot.
This is going to be difficult.
Very nice.
I was about to say it's going to be difficult to convert that edge guard from where Luigi was, and I would have been correct had I gotten that out of my mouth.
Would have been impressive, but we can see that damage does count. Damage counts a lot in this matchup, especially for Samus, when these down air F smashes and her back airs can really push Luigi far away.
Yeah.
Setting up some bombs.
Oh, no.
And Freean again back, but stuck in the corner now. Can he get out the way that Patriot is? Of course he feels just as comfortable in the corner as Patriot has.
Honestly, if I'm Luigi, I feel more comfortable in the corner.
And the upbeat through the upbeat, just like we talked about before that started, how that might be a little bit of a problem for Luigi.
Samus's upbeat is just so daggone weird, man.
It's some weirdo characters in a weirdo matchup like that. And drop through bear, very clean kill.
And yeah, it's 80% on Samus here, but 2 stocks to 1.
It needs a particular clean up air, and just as I say it, he gets it.
And just after I said it, we're now even 1 stock each, 0%.
1-1. Will Freean bring it up 2-0, or can Patriot pull it back and tie up the set? Ducks under the charge shot. You don't see Luigi ducking too many things, but charge shot at that level looks like one of them. And we can see another adaptation there. Freean with these low percent up airs is not chasing them the way that we saw him chasing them game 1, where he was getting upbeat.
Indeed. Still feeling each other out here in the neutral.
Awful close.
Patriot is kind of content to just sit in the corner and continue charging and trying to get his hits in. Just ticky tack.
As he has all game. He's got a game plan here, and he is sticking to it.
If he finds an opportunity, he takes it. But those opportunities are few and far between. So he's content to be patient, just in the corner. And
There it is. Not quite.
There is the opening though, and
Good opening. Strong down air. He's been... It was a little low. Interesting. That was arguably helpful for Patriot to get hit by that. Right back up to the top.
Yeah, I think that he would have recovered the ledge anyways.
But now he's recovered up top instead of the ledge.
Fair.
In any event, starting to get a good percent. Samus is getting to that percent where the up air will convert into a kill. Assuming it's clean enough.
Or a charge shot. Commentator's blessing.
Meerkat says charge shot. Charge shot appears. And that's gonna have to up B. Oh, the counter up B doesn't get there. 1-1. Chicago, Arizona. Keeping it close.
Sometimes I wonder, how I wasn't better after, it was all just because my hands couldn't do what I did. But I could read players. I knew exactly what these guys were going to do. And, I at least had that going for me.
Again, we can see Freean coming in even a little bit closer. We haven't seen him approach that much, getting these grabs. So it looks like he's even getting a little bit more aggressive, which might cost him. Ooh, puts him in a bad spot. And this is why we weren't seeing perhaps that aggression in the previous games, is because it does carry this high risk. We haven't seen an 80% conversion really from Patriot until just now.
Yeah, honestly, I half expected Patriot to throw out a grab there on the tech chase. But what he ended up doing there ended up working just as well, because he took the stock, fairly clean stock, honestly.
Oh, very clean. Once Freean pushed off the edge and Patriot was back, every hit led to death. It was all clean.
Yeah, there were opportunities for Freean to get out of it, but Patriot
of course,
just
not true counter, but
Patriot absolutely just coming through with it.
Interesting, not going for a pickup there. Maybe a little bit afraid of the upbeat, just like that.
I'm not even sure he was afraid of the upbeat. I thought that at that point he was maybe a little too far to the right. Too far away from Patriot to be able to
clean it up correctly.
To clean that up correctly. Yeah.
Like 5 or 6.
That's just awareness and knowing your character, and I think Freean's gonna know his character a lot better than we are.
Oh, certainly. I absolutely trust. If he thought that it wasn't right to continue, I'm not gonna disagree. And slipping out of that up B, we can see now Patriot getting a little bit aggro. Not too much, hanging out in his corner again. He likes the corner.
And I don't dislike it. it makes for more interesting content. But I think more so.
Yeah, misses the tech on that F air. That F air leads to such odd techs with those small hits.
Changing up your game is sometimes is often a good thing. Don't let your opponent get a grip on what is what you're doing and what is working for you.
Wow,
in the back air to F smash, and it does trade on that F smash, but
these 2-tap combos, even if they trade, when you're up this, basically a full stock,
right,
truly a full stock. Patriot will take a trade any day.
I mean, Samus F smash versus Luigi back air, you're gonna unless you're put in a worse position, if all else is equal.
It has to up B. That was very smart from both players. Freean putting it out. Patriot knowing when he had to up B. Freean also knowing that and knowing to just hold ledge.
Yeah.
Very advanced little sequence.
And Patriot is doing a really good job hitting these forward smash. And as I say that, he misses forward smash. But it's almost like he's using forward smash a little bit to space. Despite that not normally being a good option ever, but because of Luigi's
honestly being a little bit of an anti-air because of the angle Luigi comes in.
Right, not only because of the angle that Luigi comes in, but because of Luigi's terrible airspeed, it doesn't give him a great opportunity to punish it.
Mm-hmm. Finds a tech in there.
And Freean's making a bit of a comeback here. 64% here on
He's bringing
Patriot.
it back. And again, once it's up air, up B.
I don't like that
I
roll.
was just about to say, it's a tie, it's an even stock because he's in up air kill percent.
I mean, even if he wasn't, he rolled I don't even understand the reason. He rolled straight into Luigi, and I mean, if you are any character and you roll at your opponent when you're in neutral, you're gonna have a bad time.
It is scary. We're seeing such a big difference in this matchup. It really seems like around that 60-ish%. Once the up air starts actually converting, the entire timbre of the matchup changes. The way Freean tries to approach, because he knows that he can kill.
Right.
As opposed to now, it's hard to pick up a killing conversion at 31 hits.
Right. So Freean is content to kind of just, space with those fireballs.
Chip damage, if he hits a couple, great. If not, ooh! But you don't want to get hit yourself.
Absolutely. And that's one of those things with the charge shot, that's not gonna get it back to ledge though. And
that was almost very fancy.
I did say at the start of the set that these charge smash, these charge shots, they are important. Oh, he messed up. He messed up too. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Freean messes up going for jump input, instead puts out an up smash, and Samus lands, puts out a grab the wrong way, which is
unfortunate.
Never what you want as Samus. That's
unfortunate. The Patriot's a competitor. He's been here before. He's shaking it off, and we're heading right into Game 4. Patriot's got to win this one to break serve and keep his winner's bracket alive.
And they're just playing around each other right now. Freean doing a good job of getting this chip damage with these fireballs. And that was one of those times where I think Patriot could have potentially tried to run in after the charge shot, but it's
not quite enough because he's having to use these smaller pellets. He can't quite.
And wow,
that was our percent.
That was a 0 to death. It was a 0 to death. 40-second kill.
Yep, Freean's dodge. Now we can see he's not doing that hyper aggression again that we saw at the beginning of Game 3. He's playing it a little more carefully, a little bit more measured.
And it's working out for him because that was finally
still not chasing up airs.
Finally, Patriot gets a hit in and gets him 31%, but
you need a lot more than that to take a stock.
You are down a full stock, and it's going to be a rough uphill battle.
And he's starting to get to the danger zone.
Oh, I don't like that up B.
Dangerous.
I do not like that up B.
But a little bit out. But now, again, this is our magic, 60 to 70%.
I think he could.
There it is.
I was about to say he could have grabbed.
Far off.
I thought that he could have grabbed instead of doing the jabs to. the charge shot, but
So that's something we actually also haven't even mentioned with these charge shots that Samus is looking for on that shield. It's harder to convert against Luigi because he's so slidey. He will move farther away, as we just saw, getting just out of range.
yeah,
to make grab.
it's appearing that those big charge shots, it's more useful if Luigi is on a platform or is closer to the edge of stage, so that he gets put in a position where he gets stuck on the edge, and you can make a quicker follow. You can actually get to him in time.
We've also seen a couple uses of it, just like in this last stock, where he's trying to use it to edge guard, which worked out very well game one, but we haven't really seen it convert since. Dangerous spot for everybody here. This is we're getting Brambly in the corner.
Patriot he's in do or die mode right now because he's down. He needs to get killed like now.
And he's starting to approach that dangerous percent. He's one more fire may put him in
he's down
grave danger. And Freean is perfectly content to just hang out.
Back throw, not gonna do it. But Freean has been doing a decent. I was about to say Freean's been doing a decent job of edge guarding, all things considered. And again, it's 4 stocks to 1 here, and
this looks like a download complete almost to me.
yeah, I mean, and this isn't Pika Falcon. This isn't Pika Pika. This is a point where
This is an extraordinarily long hill for Samus to climb back.
yeah, this is like escaping Brinstar in half a minute.
Definitely stuck on the edge, but can't convert.
Unfortunate. I mean
And that's a hard spot to convert for Samus.
yeah, but in the
has to be done.
situation you're in, it absolutely has to be done.
There's our bear, nice and clean. Okay, so that's step 1.
He needs,
Whereas Freean can keep playing his game and very quick up there at B,
yeah,
which will set up for the next one.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't understand that charge shot there. I think Patriot's just kind of hoping for something to work.
A little bit of hope smash.
Yeah.
Some fire coming out on that stage.
It's kind of working.
Warming him up. Luigi looks a little chilly.
Maybe a little too late it was working, but
Okay, finds a little tech chasing, opening up. But it's so hard. Freean has been looks so comfortable on these ledges.
I mean, he lives on them. He's a Luigi man.
Just pokes through the shield.
That's probably gonna do.
Oh, out with just a Freean taking it 3-1 over Patriot with the double down B.
That is gonna do it for winners finals. Freean moving on to
Very exciting. Freean and Grand.